Music and Mayhem.
That was fucking amazing.
Bam! I do intros now. What's up?
You should. I've actually often thought
I should do voiceover work.
you should do voiceover.
I think I'm gonna, because I can do accents and shit, and I can just do it at home and then email it. But I have to figure out how to do emails first.
You don't know how to email?
I still have my email address says CompuServe on it. AOL, but
is
it's
it really
wrong.
still AOL?
No, I got Microsoft account. You guys want it?
So proud of you.
Justin,
So
how the
proud
fuck
of you.
are you,
I'm
brother?
fucking great, dude.
Welcome to Music and Mayhem, where we talk about music and or mayhem, being in local bandery and the other shenanigans that go along with that.
It seems to me there's more mayhem than music.
We discuss more mayhem than music.
Yeah, I believe we've only played maybe 2 songs.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could play a song.
Okay.
Not right now.
Okay.
Because I got a surprise for you.
I know.
You have a surprise for me?
I do.
What is it?
Well,
Tell me.
take a look to your right. Right over there.
Oh, sorry, I get a little excited.
Mikey.
I get a little flatulent when I'm on camera. I'm so sorry. That's never happened to me before, I swear to God.
Mikey the Fluffer Carl is here.
The Fluffer.
Yeah, well,
The
it was a
original
career choice.
The original rhythm section
He is, man.
for
He was,
what became Blacktooth Grin.
That's right. When I met all you fucks, he was one of those fucks.
We weren't even
We
Blacktooth
weren't
Grin
even
then.
fucks then.
No, we
No,
were
you
fucks.
Were we?
Yeah.
Kind of?
I mean, not any more than now, but
Well,
still, we had
true.
become fucks.
Yeah,
by
I guess
then,
we
By
did.
then you had graduated from not fuck
Yeah,
to fuck.
and I'm glad I'm not fuck anymore, because it's not so much fun.
And now
Yeah.
you just full-blown cocksucker.
Yeah. Quack.
I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, like straight Boston quack.
Quack.
Yeah.
Quack.
So, anyways, quack.
Mike is here from, where do you live again?
Rancho Cordova, California.
Is that California?
Yes.
Don't
I'm
get
sorry.
no. Hold
Don't
on.
judge.
No.
Don't judge.
Mikey is Idaho born and raised.
That's right.
Thank
Mike
you,
was
brother.
born in the desert of Idaho,
right.
and I
I
will
grew
go to
up-
bat for that.
I grew up in
Sand
Sand Hollow.
Yeah.
Shout out to New Planet.
Didn't Les Claypool grow up out there or something? Weezer?
No, his dad's from Stanley, and he likes to go fishing the fucking
Yeah.
Salmon River every
Yeah.
year up in Riggins.
There you go.
Find Les Claypool up there slapping a bass.
Yeah, he will. All the
slapping
fish
a
come
fish.
out, dude, and they fucking
And,
jump.
and then he just fucking punches them in the
jump
face.
right in his fucking boat.
He's like a fish whisperer.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, I'll bet he is.
I bet he is.
Les Claypool, the fish whisperer. It's right on his business card. Why don't you come whisper into this fish, you fuck?
Fuck. I love it.
We got the party in the back with us,
We
too.
do.
Party in the back.
We got Mikey's boys back there, dude.
Your
That's right.
offspring.
Alex and Isaac.
They were itty bitty little
What up, fellers?
They were.
fuckers,
In
dude.
fact, Isaac was still in diapers when we all got together.
Well, how long? God, what year was that? What do you remember? You got to remember
08.
dates better than me. 08?
No,
09,
Jesus
07?
Christ.
No, because
No. That was
Lou.
Here comes the
03.
fucking math lesson.
03. Hold on.
Oh, because Lou and I wanted to be in a band as kids. We're talking when I was 21.
Yeah.
And we met Mikey, and Mikey you didn't even fucking play drums.
I didn't even know what a drum was.
Never even thought about playing drums.
I heard him before on the radio, of
And,
course.
Instead of finding a drummer,
8-track?
I mean, I've heard of drums, yeah.
Yes.
Instead of finding a drummer, Lou and I were like, well, you know what? We like this Mike cat. Why don't we just ask him if he wants to play drums?
Now, something I need to know, dude, which I really should know, and this is how much of an asshole I am, but how the fuck did you come into Lou and Jeremy's life?
So, as far as I can remember it,
Yeah, it's
I
hard to
worked-
remember.
I worked at Hewlett Packard with, I knew him by Ryan back then.
Right.
Oh,
His
Jesus
cousin.
Christ, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, it's right.
Oh,
Patrick
fuck
Miller.
me.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, fuck you. What's that Ryan talk?
Oh, fucking get a potato.
Oh, Christ on a cracker.
He's so Irish.
But
I love the Irish.
So she's like, I was wearing this Dale Earnhardt
Dicks.
fucking hat. She's like, you know what? You're a NASCAR fan. I was like, yeah. Is a frog's ass waterproof?
I
Dale
think it
Earnhardt
is.
Jr., you know.
Yeah.
So she's like, you know what? I should introduce you to my cousin, Ryan. I was like, all right. So then Ryan and I got together. We, had similar interests. Got to hanging out, drinking, whatnots.
Weed.
Yeah, a little bit of that. And then he's
You
like,
can't
you know
prove
what?
that.
No.
Let me introduce you to this other cat I know, Jeremy. And I was like, oh, that sounds like bad news. Bad news bears.
Well, fucking
I'm so glad you didn't say Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
no.
Everybody says Jeremy.
I
There's
don't
an
know.
R in there, fucko.
You know what? I genuinely would prefer fuck up to the mispronunciation
sure.
of Jeremy. Like
Yeah.
it's supposed to be Jeremy, but that fuck, I hear my mother yell because my
Right,
middle
when you're
name's
in
coming
trouble.
next, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Like, that's too many syllables. And it's also not Jeremy. Don't fucking ever call me.
Get it right.
Yeah.
Jeremy. It's dumb.
Right.
But so it's like a Jeremy. They're the little extra.
Just let it roll off
It's a
your tongue.
soft syllable. It's a
That's
fucking
right.
soft guy, you know?
It's a soft one. Don't
so
ram
soft.
it down my throat.
Thank you for my TED talk, I guess, on my name.
So, Mike, dude, what are you doing? Why are you here to see your boys and
Yeah.
family and
Came
shit?
up to see the boys, and then you and I talked, and you were like, you know what? I'm doing this podcast.
Oh,
And I'm like, what the fuck is a podcast? Like, who has time for that? And he's like, you know what? I had this crazy dream. I was laying in bed, rubbing one out. And I was like, yeah, who doesn't?
Facts.
Yes. And I was like, tell me more about the rubby. I mean,
Dude, it went well, too, didn't it?
I bet it did. Well, because you came up with this, and this is brilliant.
I did.
I love
man.
it.
Yeah, and I'm really, truly enjoying it. Like,
Yeah.
I never would have thought that back in the day, like, we used to go and do radio interviews with 100.3.
Right.
And
The X in Boise.
Fuck yeah.
dude, I sucked at that. I was so
Well, you
happy
didn't.
you were fucking there, dude.
Oh,
Like,
dude, no. The best
Jeremy,
part about doing the X fucking sessions, you'd go in there and they want you to play a couple of songs and acoustically, which is really neat and fun. But they do it at like 6:15 in the fucking morning.
You're like, Jesus, why?
I need you to sing "Go," and you're like, I still got fucking eye shit in my face. Like, all right, fuck, I'll sing.
You're like, for a music station, I thought you wouldn't have known how this shit works.
Well, and these guys, Big J and Nick, these guys were up at fucking 3 a.m. sipping
Right.
coffee, and
Absolutely.
zipping around, having a good fucking time.
Our very first interview, and we're going to talk about this on another episode, but
Or have we talked about this already?
Not yet, but we brought beer, and we were sitting in the studio drinking beer at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and fucking gross Pabst.
Yeah.
And it was probably, I think it was last night's beer because I don't remember it being cold.
No.
But I thought warm.
But that didn't matter.
I was like 25. I thought cold or not cold beer was going
Was
to.
the way it came, right?
Ah, shit. Just
Yeah.
It's
Speaking of
free
beer drinking,
I'd have a beer
Mike
drink.
is a fucking king of beer drinking.
We'll just ask Ada County Sheriff. Well, actually, now that we're on the topic, it's not just Ada County. It's Boise PD, Meridian PD, Nampa PD, Caldwell PD, and let's not least but not last, Idaho Stadies. God bless you. You're doing the
Fucking
God's
Staters
work.
got you.
Yeah.
They got you. But, some of the best stories came from Mikey's beer drinking.
It's just stupid shit.
So I remember Jeremy's ex-wife, Sarah, had a little itty-bitty, tiny little Subaru Justy.
Oh, it was the cutest little fucking
Cute,
car.
tiny little
Yeah.
itty-bitty little
Put a lot
car.
of
For some
work
reason,
put a lot of
Jeremy
work into that
hated
running. I wanted
He wanted to burn it to the
Oh,
ground.
because I fixed it, but like I fixed it the way I fix it, and it ran great for about a week and 2 days.
Well, do you
And then
remember...
it was just, so it turned into a fucking video opportunity.
It did.
It really
It
did.
did.
So you had a really nice,
I did.
almost brand new
Yes.
Toyota Tacoma.
And this is a shout out to Tacoma because it could take a Subaru hard and still be like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Was that a fucking Bumblebee?
Out of my way, Subaru.
So
That's right.
you would... Let's get into this a little bit. You
Okay.
would back up about 400 or 500 feet.
So I scared the shit out of Jeremy because somebody was literally just driving through the neighborhood doing like 30. And he was like, oh my God, this is on video, right? And I see this later. And he's like, oh my God, is that Mikey? He's going way too fast. Like he's going to punch it through the house.
Well, we had the car
was
sitting
like,
in the driveway. And
Right
we had been
next to the
drinking,
house.
Like in the
Yeah.
driveway. We had been drinking, all day and watching a lot of Dime Vision. I blame Dimebag for a lot
yeah,
of my shit.
yeah,
Dimebag and Jackass.
Yeah,
I blame
yeah.
both of them for a lot of my breaking shit shenanigans.
That's right.
We thought, God damn, Mikey, that truck's really nice. It looks like
And I
you
did
stole
too.
it. We need to fuck it up a little
Yeah,
bit.
I was like, you know what? That's way too pretty.
Yeah.
I need a big
yeah, for
fucking
the front end's
for
dent
the
on
not
it.
likes of
even
us, that
I
was
made-
way too nice.
I made maybe 1-2 payments on it. I was like, yeah, let's fuck it up.
you know what? Let's
That
fuck
seems
this
like
truck.
a really logical idea.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
fuck that truck.
and I wanted to be fucking Stanley Kubrick my whole life, so I'm like, I'm gonna film me a fucking vidya.
Right?
I got out the fanciest camera I could afford at the time, which was just. I have it somewhere. If I can find it,
You know
I'll
what,
post
though?
it.
That's what gives it the nostalgia.
Oh yeah, no, it's all crispy
all
on the
grainy
edges.
and- yeah.
Would you fucking 8mm this?
Yeah, holy
motherfucker?
fuck, dude. Would you get this out of the 30s?
I said, Mikey, why don't you run down the street there about half a block and then just crash into this fucking car?
This is a fucking true story.
Yeah. So I have
And
a,
then what? I had you said something.
Well,
Oh,
I'll tell you. I'll tell you
okay,
what.
all right.
So I have a tall boy in my hand, I won't say
As
that.
we are wont to do in
Yes.
those days.
I
In your
won't
hand
say-
or between the knees so you could shift?
No, in my hand. It was an automatic.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I back up a good clip, and I'm like, how hard do I really want to hit it, right? Because it is a new truck. And I'm like, oh, fuck. It ain't going to hurt it. It's a Toyota. So I come fucking screaming in at like 25-ish, 28. And I look at fucking Jeremy's face, and it was straight worry.
It was this. Oh!
It was like,
I didn't know
shut
it was
this
gonna-
shit down. It sounded fun at first, but now, fuck you,
fucking
don't hit
scared,
my
I'm
wife's
scared.
car. And I was like, nope, too late. I ain't hitting the brakes. So it was like, bam!
Crunch
And then
into
here-
the. Oh, fuck.
You hear cackling, and here he comes with a fucking video camera in my face, and I didn't know what to say, so I go, yeah. Hey, kids, don't drink and drive.
We were actually. What I was.
You backed up and did it again, though.
I
that
did
was
because it was...
that was no the one you just described was take 2.
Oh, that's right.
Because you gave her a little. You gave her a little. Just
love tap.
You gave her a little
Well, I
love
was
tap
scared.
first. Well, me too. And then so I was like, well, give it some onion.
Yeah,
And then you fucking too much onion.
You were like, yeah, well, you know, oops.
Boom, dude. And I remember you got in so much fucking
Oh, yeah.
trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Not
were
a fun
big
day.
trouble.
There's
Yeah.
a common theme about me getting people in trouble with my shenanigans that runs throughout this, just threaded wonderfully throughout the tales.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I mean-
our arms worked. You didn't twist them off.
Ah,
It
shit,
was just
man.
suggestions.
I have been
Suggestions.
known to be very convincing.
We're grown boys.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so grown. Bunch of old men now. It's fun to tell
Yeah,
these
right?
Where's Mike's fucking gray hair?
If I had hair, you'd see it. I mean, I got one or two sticking out. You just in the right lighting.
That must be fucking nice. Dude.
Yeah, well,
Oh shit!
it's
I got more
genetics.
gray on my face than I do my head.
Yeah, me too.
You know what, though? I got more ear hair than I have head hair.
I got more back hair than you got head
Yeah,
hair.
that's probably true. Yeah.
So, dude, original Blacktooth. Let's get into this.
Yeah, no, I really want to talk about Mikey playing a show as a drummer, having not ever been a drummer. Like
Ever.
So
at the time, Lou, in earlier tales, we talked about how Lou and I had we wanted to play music together and really didn't give a fuck how. And so I was playing guitar. Lou was built for bass. I mean, he's got them fucking sausage hands. He's got good fingers.
You got good fingers?
And,
got
and,
good sausages.
and so I was teaching him. I mean, like, I wasn't teaching him how to play bass. We were kind of figuring it out together, because I was like, just play the root notes of the chords I'm fucking playing. That's bass, right? We're 20. Come on.
Yeah.
And we meet Mikey, and instead of like looking for a drummer, we were like, he's our friend. We should play music with him.
yeah, I remember the day you asked me.
Well, that formula
Yeah.
has been what kept us together literally this whole thing. Like,
Exactly.
it wasn't, we never played music with, the only time we ever did it was with Randy, and that did not work out well. We don't have to talk about that. But I'm saying my favorite thing about the whole thing was like, I would rather we will teach you how to play
Yeah,
drums
yeah.
and figure drums out
Sure.
together
Yeah, and that's
before
what it
I
always
didn't,
was.
you know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. And we always got asked how are you guys always so fucking having so much fun. And it was because, like we said, man, we were brothers before we were in a band together.
Well, I remember it was
You know?
4th of July, and it was the first time I met your folks. Great people.
Ah,
man.
cheers to
Loved
the folks.
fucking-
Yes.
Loved them. Great
Riding a
people.
white horse.
And after 4th of July, all the shenanigans that goes with that, we went to your apartment, and you pulled out these like little bongos, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" He was like, "I'm gonna pull out a guitar. You just start doing
Yeah, man,
whatever
just whatever you're
know,
feeling."
whatever you're feeling. There's no bad thing to do, right?" So I started like smacking on it. He pulls out this 12-string. I didn't know a 6-string from a 1-string, so I'm like, "Fuck, this is awesome."
Well,
you know?
a 12-string has such a distinctive
Oh, it
sound.
does,
If you
yeah.
have no idea what it is, it's like,
And
what
then-
the fuck is that thing?
And then I even shit-faced. I was like, holy fuck, this guy can play. And what were you, like 20, 21,
Yeah, shit,
22?
man. Not even,
I think you were
probably
21.
21.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, man, this guy's talented. And we just started smacking around. He's playing something, and then he stops, and I stopped. And he looks over at me and goes, "Yeah, you can be my drummer."
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it,
And I
man.
was like, "A drummer? What the fuck are we talking about?" Like,
Yeah. Do you
drum
remember how?
wave or-
Do you remember how you acquired your first drum kit?
oh, I do.
I
Very
do
well.
too. We drove.
Yeah.
Did we not? We were talking about old Henry earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Your old Ford truck.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like an old fucked up
No,
farm
my old
truck.
man's truck.
Oh,
I
my
grew up in
fucking
that
God,
truck.
that truck.
Yeah. Yeah, you had it. since
Beautiful.
72.
What year was it?
65.
65.
And now my boys own it. They're fucking
Hell
reselling
Good
it.
year for vehicles, man.
Yeah.
Ain't it?
Yep.
Shout out for keeping the original shit. We're still
Yeah,
rolling.
man. Shit. Well, I remember you went and pawned a fucking gun.
I did, yeah.
Basically traded straight across.
So
for,
before that, though, there was a funny story because you were like, let's go to Guitar Center and see some drums. And I was like, yeah, at Guitar Center. We're going to go see drums. Yeah, Guitar Center. And you were like, hey, fucko, I didn't name it. They have drums there. I was like, all right, I've never been in there. I don't know what the fuck's in there. So we go in there and you're like, you're looking at this fucking guitar that was like $17,000. And I'm like,
Not even surprised.
and he goes, you know what? One day this is going to be mine. And I'm like, yeah, one day I'm going to have a 9.5-inch clock. I mean,
and neither one of you has achieved that
Nope.
day.
I got the half inch. I just need the 9. You know what I mean?
Shoot for the fucking stars.
So I was like, yeah, let's go take a look at the drums at Guitar Center. So, of course, the first one I see is a D-dub, fucking just natural wood. It was talking to me. So I walk up to it and I'm like, Jesus.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
Holy.
It's like fucking $15,000 for the set.
I was like, yeah, that's never going to ever happen, ever. So, and then he's like, no, fucko, it's not. And I'm really portraying you out to be an asshole.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm a fucko. Yeah,
No, but
let's
he
go.
is.
wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Well, and I was 20, so I was cock
Yeah.
strong as fuck, dude.
He
Thought
was
the
like,
world
no,
owed me
not,
something.
Not this section.
Shout out to all my mmers out there.
That's right. He was like, no, walk back here to the bargain section. And I was like, all right.
Do you have anything in a fucking old wooden
Yeah.
apple crate we
Do you have
could buy?
anything? Do you have anything in a 44 long?
Do you have some pots and pans and wooden spoons?
Yes.
Like you guys sell
Fourth
this
floor,
shit.
menswear.
Yeah. So, anyways, to get back to your original question, I realized Guitar Center was not the spot for me. So
No.
I was going through a pretty wicked divorce. Not wicked, but I was going through a divorce.
Wicked hard.
Wicked hard. And I was frequenting pawn shops to sell some reloading stuff, shit I wasn't going to be using.
Dude, we all frequented pawn shops
Right.
in
You
our
don't
20s.
need
It's the only way we
reloading
ate.
shit, dude, when you're
No,
playing in a
not
band.
when you're
You
buying,
fucking,
you
you
know-
play rock and roll, and
Yeah.
that's what you do.
Yeah.
Just the idea, though, that it's like one day you're not a drummer and then,
Yeah.
at all.
Right.
Like most drummers were like,
Yeah, they always wanted to be a drummer, right?
Now
Yeah.
it's like, hey, man, I need you to go ahead and be a drummer tomorrow. Well, I guess I'll change my entire fucking life.
Yeah, so I went to this one in Garden City somewhere. I forget the name of it, but I remember it had a drum set. It was like $500. So
Shout
I
out
was
to
like,
Garden City.
yeah, you know what? I had a lot of good times in Garden City. Cops don't like you to go over 30, but
No.
it's a good city.
Especially when you're drinking.
Wait, no, you said too
Especially-
much. Cops don't like you.
Period. Yeah, that's right. I forgot where I was. Yeah, but yeah. So I went in there and dude, and let me tell you, like, it is what it is. But I grew up with guns. Guns were my life, and at the time of my life, I wasn't really, it wasn't really my thing.
Yeah.
And I could see where this was potentially going to go, and I was having fun with you guys, and it was just a great time. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, fuck it. So I went in there one day and I was like, hey, you mind trading this for that? And he looked like, did you
He's
bump
like-
your head on the way in?
He's like, that's like a
fucking sure.
$7,000
Yeah.
rifle.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, whatever.
No, Springfield 1911.
Yes, sir.
Was it not?
Yeah.
I fucking can't believe I remember that,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Can't remember my dad's birthday,
Fucking
but I remember
nailed
what
it.
gun you pawned for
Right.
your first drum set.
Yeah. So
Well,
he
you are the epitome of a musician, though.
yeah, he is.
Legit.
No, just in what way? I don't know how to take that.
In every way.
Everywhere.
Just rock star gross or
I'm glad that Mike's here for this because Nicole and I have had this conversation recently. Within genres of music, you have, you got guys that play heavy metal.
Right.
You got guys that play fucking country. You got guys that are rappers. But then that's a guy that raps. That's a
Sure.
whatever.
This guy is like
But then you
universal.
got a blues man.
Yeah.
oh shit, blues man.
Okay, so blues men and women, people that are in the blues industry at all, they'll be wandering down the street or wherever, dude, and they're packing a fucking guitar on their shoulder, and they'll see some cat on his porch, and they roll up and they sit down and they make fucking magic.
Music just falls out of him.
Exactly, and that's Schmidt.
Yes,
That's what
absolutely.
he fucking does.
Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's a kazoo or a guitar.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. He'll
I
put
agree.
a fucking distortion pedal and a wah pedal on
Right.
a kazoo
Done it. I literally have done that.
and write a fucking album.
I put a fucking micro pog and a wah pedal and a space echo on a kazoo once with an electric electric pickup and called it fucking space horn.
Yeah.
And when you would fucking whoa into it and it'd come through the PA, it sounded like the seventh seal of the fucking just.
In fact, I'm surprised he hasn't like taken one of Hyatt's fucking little race bikes and made some kind of music.
No,
will.
we did. We actually did. I recorded.
you?
No,
Okay.
Hyatt and I wrote a fucking mini bike song.
Of
Oh,
course.
nice.
Yeah,
You're like the fucking outlaw jackal. He's got a chainsaw.
I use a mini
but
bike.
you use like a mini bike or the neighbor's fucking drag car or whatever, dude.
Yeah.
You just take it. I'm gonna make music with it.
Well, I like
And that's what you
I
do.
like the idea of making music. Like everybody's literally fucking done everything. Everything.
Right?
You fucking will never invent a chord progression or a chord that has not been fucking played. And I like the idea of making things that are not musical, extremely musical. There is a YouTube video. Shout out to YouTube, which we're doing right here on this.
Yes.
Like and
Music
subscribe.
Mayhem
Please give us a
208.
like and subscribe. TC back there running the fucking camera. We love you, darling. On YouTube, go
She
find
doesn't
it.
look like she much likes us.
It's a video called Pulse. It's I don't remember the artist's name, but he's sitting on his balcony and he's got his keyboard out there, and the fucking neighbor's car alarm is going off. And he wrote
Oh, hell
a
yeah.
fucking really intense
That's a fucking musician.
musical piece.
Oh yeah.
As soon as he starts playing, the horn becomes absolutely unannoying and becomes part of the melody.
Awesome.
The second he stops at the end of that, it comes back to the fucking horn, and it's that beautiful juxtaposition between things that are awful sound absolutely beautiful in the right mix. You know what I mean? And I love that idea.
awesome.
I love that fucking idea. Like, Tom Waits is a huge musical influence on me. Always has been. Always has been. And he would literally like string bass strings across the dumpster and hit it with a stick to get the sound he wanted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because everybody's...
suitcase latch.
Oh, yeah, fucking suitcase.
Yep.
Oh, he wanted
So
it.
here's how much though, like legit. Not to interrupt you.
No,
but
I was going on a
legit,
tangent.
how
I'm
much-
glad you stopped me.
How much you love music and everything that can influence you. I've gone and shown Nicole this video, but there is a video, and we need to show Mike. We can show him now or look it up, Google it, whatever.
Yeah, let's
But
all
there's-
awkwardly stare at a computer on video quietly.
There's a gal. It's an Irish wedding, and somebody's recording with their cell phone, and they're singing this old Irish song.
I know her name for some reason.
Why? Because you loved the fucking music.
Oh, Oh, and she was doing that old Irish folk
Yes.
song.
Yes, and you fucking loved it.
Clodagh McCarthy.
Yep.
Oh.
And you were fucking floored by it.
Amazed me. Yes,
So
absolutely.
yeah, so
Because I find I listen to literally everything. Obscure shit makes me happy. Like, we're in a cover band. Hyatt and I are in a dad band, and we talk about which songs we want to cover, and I always want to cover that deep cut B-side shit that nobody's ever heard.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I like that better than fucking Hold On Loose
Right.
There. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So the reason
I
I'm
love that
I'm
obscure
talking
shit.
about that though is because
you find inspiration everywhere, you know?
Absolutely.
Mikey comes into you and Lou's life.
Oh, and we
Okay.
all fucking love the same shit, man.
Yeah.
I remember.
Comes
Yep.
into your life.
Yep.
He's never wanted to be a fucking drummer,
No, I didn't.
and he fucking gets a drum set. Why? Because what you're bringing to the table.
I was
though,
like, dude, we can do it.
this is what
Yeah.
I'm
We
saying.
can
And so,
do it,
and
yeah.
Mikey can attest to this because I'm the
Yeah.
same way. I've been a singer since I was a little kid though. Like I've done all these things like singing my whole life.
right.
But I never took real interest in a band because I never really found somebody that could inspire me
Sure.
that I cared to actually give that kind of time to.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you know when I'm devoting a night or two or whatever per week, and I'm going to cancel other
Oh, it
plans
becomes your
because
entire
we
fucking
have
life.
a show.
It becomes your
commitment,
entire fucking life.
You have to do it with somebody that's
attest.
worth it. You have to do
Yeah.
it with somebody that's worth it, and somebody
Absolutely.
that can inspire you not only musically, but inspire you to be their friend, their brother,
Sure.
their everything like that. And that's why here we are, 22 years later.
No shit.
Still sitting
And
here
I'm
drinking
like,
beers and happy as fuck
fucking
with each
Mikey's coming to town,
Right.
And we've got to get together
Yeah.
and
Like we
do
never
stuff.
even.
Yeah.
other. No, dude,
up
like
right where we left
14 years, you were
At
saying.
least.
14 years.
Yeah.
And fucking it's like we just picked up.
Right. Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the same with Lou. I will attest to that too, and you know it.
Yeah.
If Lou walked in here right now,
Oh,
you guys
dude.
would fucking
Give him a big bear hug and.
like you
Yeah.
never
He'll
yeah.
squish you.
He's squishy. He's a little soft hugger. Yeah.
He's a cuddler.
That super fucking fire in my belly has been misconstrued as tyrannical from time to time, though.
Yeah.
Like I am so fucking intense about playing and loving music sometimes that it's intimidating for a lot of people that don't, and it's a fault on my own, especially everybody I play music with. I expect everyone to fucking, I just expect that everyone's that fired up about it as much as I am, and I'm setting unrealistic expectations because I've always run a little fucking hot that direction. Music,
but
has been,
if people are looking at you that way, then fuck them. Like
Yeah.
my opinion, you and I have played music together off and on. I mean, mostly though for pretty solid 20 years.
fuck yeah.
And we've had not much since in the last 5, but we've played some shows.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is we don't part ways. We don't.
You got to take a breather. You got to walk away.
You've never actually come across that way to me, like tyrannical or anything like that.
Where to me either.
But I can see what you're saying. Where there's some people that are like, oh, fuck that.
Well, my intensity comes off a lot as like trying to drive too hard. You know what I mean? Because like,
well, it's that. What do they call that? The starving artist or struggling artist or.
I call it manic depression.
Whatever you call it.
No,
they have pills for that.
I absolute have manic depression because I become so obsessed and fixated on something that I become manic about it. And then as soon as that stops working exactly the way I think in my brain that it's going to work, I become super fucking depressed about it. And then it's on to the next thing that I become manic about. And I mean, honestly, like mental instability runs pretty deep in the core of this entire band. And honestly, just this, I'm going to take this second while we're talking about it. If you're feeling depressed or you're feeling fucking crazy, reach out to somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just do it, man.
Tomorrow's
like mental
day.
mental health is a real thing that I stand behind 100%. I know a lot of people right now that are suffering through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And just honestly, man, just fucking talk to somebody. Don't do the thing, man. Don't
do it.
No. Cool. I'm sorry I brought the whole show
No,
down.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
I want it to be good. I care about quality. That's what we were talking about.
100%.
I don't ever want to put out anything to anybody that fucking sounds half-assed.
Exactly. Why do you think every Black 2000 had 8 to 9, 10 songs tops? Because we never wanted to do that filler.
Right.
Yeah, no.
We never wanted to be like, well, albums are supposed to have 13 to 15 or whatever.
Not to pat our own butts, but we have thrown away more songs than most local bands will ever fucking write.
Yep. So speaking of quality, right? So here's Jeremy. I would think at that time a pretty decent musician, right? Lou and I were, well, more me than Lou. Lou had his chops down pretty good.
Lou picked it up quick.
He did.
He really fucking got a feel for the bass.
I would love to say I picked drums up like a duck to wada, but no, it was like a fucking bird getting kicked out of the nest that didn't even have wings yet.
Yeah, it's like drums. Like, fuck you, bird.
What are these? Those are sticks. Okay, what do I do with these? Oh, you hit that. Oh, okay. And, it makes a sound.
Oh, fuck. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's
Jesus.
Great. Well, this is fun.
No, dude, I remember playing. This is the Strikers days. These are the early days. Dude,
it was
you, me, and Lou sitting at that table.
Yeah, I still have pictures of that, by the way.
Well, dude, we didn't even know who you were.
No.
We had no idea who your mom was in respect to the bar.
Right.
We only knew she was the one to talk to,
right.
and Strikers was our shithole to drink in, right?
And I remember when we first hooked up, you were like, all I want is to see our name in lights.
I just want to see the fucking band name on the marquee. That's all I ever want.
And we hit your mom up about it, and she was like, well, let me talk to the owner. Like, what kind of music are you playing?
We were doing covers.
Rockabilly and covers and whatnot.
Dude, Martini Jones and the Gearheads.
That's right. Yeah.
That was the first incantation of this little group of fuckos.
Which was, God, it was so amazing. I mean, Mikey, you have to remember the first show.
Oh, absolutely.
That I ever came down. I hadn't met any of you guys yet, dude. And
so we had talked.
Mom had told me, like, I got a band. I'm like, what the fuck? You got a fucking band at the
Yeah, because there were never local bands at Strikers.
No, because all I could think of is it was a bowling alley.
Yeah.
You're playing at a bowling alley, but that bowling alley has a bar.
You mean in the fucking snack bar?
In a snack bar? And so to me, I was like, even though my mom was the manager of the bar and worked at the bar for all these years, I still would say she worked at Meridian Lane. She worked at the bowling alley.
Nobody knew what Strikers was.
So for me, when I would
what's it called now? Fucking Dart World or
Bullseye.
Bullseye.
Yeah.
Cool. Check it out, Meridian Bullseye.
And I would think to myself,
What a Wonderful World.
What
God
a
damn it, I couldn't even
wonderful
say it without...
world.
I bit my cheek and couldn't fucking say
That was almost awesome.
Sorry.
With the windy feet.
But I can remember her calling me and being like, well, I got this band. And I'm like, rewind here, Mom. Because my mom grew up in music.
Put the fucking brakes on that. You got a band in
My mom literally sang for Marilyn Monroe at the Ram in Sun Valley.
That's so awesome.
I didn't know that. What?
What? I have pictures. I'll show you.
Motherfucker, no way.
My mom sat on her lap that used to be in the Sun Valley Lodge. A whole deal.
Yeah, as a child. That makes sense.
Yeah, she sang. She sang.
As an adult?
I'm
What?
so fucking
She
stupid.
sang that Pussy Willow song.
I just thought of your
To
mother
Marilyn
as
Monroe.
a full-grown adult. I'm so fucking dumb.
No, she would have. Nah,
She
her
would
and
have been a
Marilyn-
small child.
Her and Marilyn wouldn't have gotten along. But so my mom grew up in music, jazz, like the whole deal, and she had me. And I listened to rock and roll, and she listened to Zeppelin. And
There was a lot of jazz and blues in your family, though.
yes, tons.
Lots, yeah.
And for me, I was like, you hired a band. And my mom's like, yeah, I hired a fucking band. And I was like, okay, well. So I remember coming down there, and I come into the bar, and I was like, these fucking assholes.
Right.
Know? And I loved it, though.
Did you?
I loved it.
Well, do you
man.
remember? Do you remember any of the songs we were covering? Because it was a lot of like 60s and 70s classic radio.
I remember all of them, dude.
I remember,
All the
like,
songs
we
you
were
guys...
fucking, buy me a ticket for an airplane.
Yeah.
Remember that
You guys
shit?
did Miserloo?
Oh, you did a bunch
We
of Dick
did,
Dale.
Yep.
Yep.
You did some
Voodoo-
Dick Dale. You
Voodoo
did Voodoo
Chili?
Child.
Voodoo
Chili.
Chile. Yep.
You did Voodoo Child.
I have
You did,
literally been doing Voodoo Child my entire fucking life.
Yep.
yeah.
You did...
God damn it. You cocks
You did
suck.
Loaded Gun by
Reverend Horton Heat. Yep.
There was so many
We did
songs
some
you guys
Elliot
did.
Ness covers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike Ness.
Mike Ness.
Oh, I'm
Fuck
sorry.
that guy.
Yeah.
Elliot Ness. I'm sorry.
We
No,
ended up-
shit.
we
I
ended
want to
up
cover
opening up
songs
for
by
those
Elliot
guys.
Ness.
Sorry,
But-
Feds.
The bottom line was, I fucking loved what you guys were doing. It had nothing to do with the music.
No, we were just up there
Had nothing to
sounded
do with
like shit,
music.
but
I
looked
was
like
like-
we were having fun,
I
right?
Yeah.
finally found dudes I want to hang out
Well,
with
I
and not
remember-
beat them up.
I remember talking to Bridget a few times with the group, and she was like, "Man, you guys need to meet Justin."
Yeah.
And we were like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah." She's
Well,
like, "Yeah, he's fucking he plays the
Halloween
guitar."
party.
Yep.
I remember that shit. The Halloween party.
yeah.
Well, you
Very
walked
good.
in with two gals. You had Sarah, your
and her
ex-wife,
cousin,
and then
I think.
her cousin, and he walks in this pimp outfit, full-blown pimp
Oh,
outfit.
fuck, dude.
And
Like
one on
goldfish
each
in my
arm.
stacks and shit.
And I was sitting at one of the bar stools at the bar, and I had, I was dressed like Hendrix, so I had an afro on and a headband around it, and the whole deal. And like you come walking in, we just like
just
meet eyes,
fucking-
one nodding
It was
each other,
one
like,
of them,
"What's up?"
dude. Yep.
And
I
from
remember
there,
that shit.
Yeah.
we like hung out a little bit for a few weeks, and then that's when he asked me to be in the
Yeah.
band.
Yep, we were standing again in Guitar Center, and I guess you know what, Guitar Center, go fuck yourself. I don't
Yeah.
care anymore.
No.
You're going out of business anyway.
I'm surprised
they?
you made it this
Oh,
long.
dude, seriously? Yeah, Guitar Center's like Radio Shack, right down the shitter. See ya.
Really?
Yeah, cause fuck them, they suck. See you later, Guitar Center.
All right.
We were standing there.
Guitar Center, don't sponsor us. We
No.
hate you.
Also, go fuck yourself, Guitar Center.
What are they going to do?
A cease and desist? I'd tell that cease and desist letter to go fuck itself.
What are they
Oh,
gonna
that'd
do?
be the first one we got.
Oh, they'll chop your 13. Yeah. But yeah, dude, when you came aboard, I remember it was at your apartment in Meridian, and we had the, hey, Justin's coming aboard.
Well, because
We were on the back
of
patio.
course he is. Why not?
We went
Yeah.
on the back patio
Yeah.
and
'Cause
we're
I didn't
standing out
wanna
there,
sing.
we'd smoke cigarettes out
I just
back.
wanted to play guitar. I didn't want to sing anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you guys hired me as like a rhythm guitar player, and then which was a terrible decision. Which was a fucking awful fucking decision. What happened?
It's coming out the schnoz.
Why are you laughing, party in the back?
Because we know.
So you guys brought me in as this rhythm guitar player, and I could barely even fucking play.
Well, see, that's how I
But
do.
the one thing I could
scoop
do-
up people that can't play at all, and I'm like, let's just learn together.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I'm so much better now, and I have no desire to play guitar in a band because now I know what a real guitar player sounds like, Jeremy. And I'm like, fuck off, dude. I can't do that. So you guys hired me as a rhythm guitar player
I think I'm more of a bassist than a guitar player.
and backup vocalist, right?
Yeah.
And then I remember Jeremy specifically looking at me. We were at I believe we were practicing at my house,
Yeah.
and we were trying to get through something. And I'm fumbling with these fucking fingers that don't work. And I'm like, I got this. And Jeremy's like, you know what, bro? How about you sing it? You hone your fucking craft, and I'll hone mine.
You work on yours, and I'll work on mine.
And it fucking worked.
And from there, I became the singer, which is your fault. I don't pack gear. Fuck you.
Yeah, singers don't pack. Well, they don't pack gear, but they.
Okay, so in the other band that Hyatt and I are in, I'm the singer / bass player. Oh. So that means I'm supposed to carry nothing but put waters on stage for the rest of the band.
Sound guy.
That is.
I got a sound guy too. Yeah. So
you
I should,
do?
No,
Yeah.
he's the sound guy. Too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Where's your?
No, that's a fucking.
That's an awful job.
Sound guy sucks.
I thought you were going to church it up.
Here's a fun one. Have you ever met a sound guy that didn't look like somebody just kicked him in the nuts?
No.
He looks like he has a boil on his ass. He's just always like,
I've never met a sound girl that didn't look like she was kicked in the nuts.
Just did not ever want to be there.
Fuck that job.
Sound guys, why do you fucking do it then? And you want 20% of the fucking basket? Go fuck yourself, sound guys. While you're over there, go fuck Guitar Center.
Do you remember? And I'm not sure if Mike, if you were still playing with us, but this dude rolls into Strikers. We're playing a show. We had bought that PA head, and I'm pretty sure you were still in the band at that time.
You were about to kick his ass.
I'm a professional sound guy.
I've been running sound for these guys. And blah 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 blah.
So many.
So we're like, oh, cool. We don't have to do it now. Right? So we let the guy do it, and he pops the fucking fuse on the PA head
just
because
like
he had everything all whacked out.
Turn all your gains all the way up. First of all,
killed our fucking show. Killed the show. And I swear to fucking God, I thought Jeremy was gonna fucking kill him. Actually, Jeremy's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?
Why are you touching my knobs, dude?
Right.
You're giving me fucking anxiety."
What do you work at Guitar Center? You fuck.
Fuck you, Guitar Center.
In the drum section?
Yes. Who knew?
You fucking jerk.
You fucking cock.
I hate that guy. Was his name Tony?
I don't know.
Nah, I bet it was probably like
Paul.
Larry.
Larry?
Maybe.
No, Rob.
Rob. It was probably Brock.
Oh yeah.
Did somebody fart back there?
Yeah, well, party of the back. Which one of you is this farting?
Hold on. You got props.
Oh wait.
Okay, look at the video.
It's gonna be the dumb one that goes, "Oh, I knew it was."
It's so fun.
I bought my grandson one of these for his birthday, and then while we were there, I was like, "Well, I fucking want."
So good, grandson. So, Mikey, we don't really remember. We drank a lot.
Yeah.
But how long
you
were
drank
you
a lot.
in Blacktooth before you had to move? Was it 2 years?
Yeah, you left on good terms. We never
Yeah,
said,
you had to
"Go
move."
fuck yourself."
It
No,
wasn't like a fuck you, I'm out.
No, you were chasing tail down to Utah.
and
Yeah.
I think you were trying to stop drinking at the time because it
You know
had
what?
gotten
I'm glad
pretty
you
out of
brought that
control.
up.
Yeah.
because I was pretty heavily into the drinking.
Nuh-uh.
A little bit.
You only jumped the same Tacoma through a fence.
Yeah. Well,
And then-
Isaac
and
tells
then
me
he
they
called
just
Oh my
And
God!
then
No,
he-
wait. Yeah, you got to tell that story.
Yes, please.
Oh, you got to
it.
tell the
Okay.
story about
You
the.
tell-
Oh
that's,
yeah.
Are we going that way? All right.
Yeah.
So
And
Lou's
it's okay. You're all grown now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lou's getting married. I'm in the wedding.
To his lovely wife, Audrey. Audrey, we love you.
Audrey, the best. So I don't know what happened. Tracy and I had a fight. I just left with a half a bottle of I don't even know what it was, Canadian Mist. So I go and
Something
drive.
cheap and disgusting.
Yes,
Yep.
that's all I could afford at the time.
Of course, yeah. We were in a band called Blacktooth Grand.
Yeah. So I drive into this farmer's field, sleep it off. I wake up.
Now hold on.
'Cause
You
I'm in a
jumped
Toyota.
You
You
jumped
really
into
buried
a
the-
farmer's
yeah, you
field.
buried the
I
lead
hadn't-
on that
I
stuff.
hadn't got it. I haven't jumped into the ditch yet.
Oh.
You
excuse me,
haven't?
Lamp. No.
Oh, okay.
No, this is leading up to it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So I wake up. I'm driving back. Oh, I had slept it mostly off. So I go around that fucking roundabout on Garrity or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
It's like Amity and Greenhurst.
Greenhurst. Thank
Yeah.
you. Greenhurst. Yeah.
Good
Fuck
job,
you,
bud.
roundabout.
I think those roads run. Anyway, go.
Yeah. So I go around the roundabout. It had been raining. I was going a little fast. Ass end squirrely.
70.
Maybe 73 and a half.
Pissed off trying to prove something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
I'm outta
Toyota.
here.
It'll go through it. So I overcorrected and went through the fence. Into the ditch.
Airborne
Airborne.
over the ditch through the fence.
A little
correct?
bit. A
So,
little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Some asshole saw me at the Chevron and called, Nampa's finest. I was like, that's fine. You're concerned for my safety.
They were.
They were. Until I tried to drive through it again. And I was like, motherfucker, it's a Toyota. I should be able to do this again.
Now, hold on, Mikey. You had to back the fuck up.
Oh, yeah. I got a good run at it,
And
too.
you had to get a run at it.
Oh, yeah. And I hit it fucking hard.
Motherfucker sent it through the
But you
fence.
know
You
what?
had to
I
clear
was-
the ditch back
But you
through.
know what? I was already shaken up, and I misjudged. I hit the fence post broad on. Bam. Wasn't going anywhere.
That Tacoma was tough,
It
brother.
was tough. And it ran like a fucking champ. Thank you, Toyota. And then, so I back up, and I fucking drive through the ditch, and I'm driving back and forth, and then here come the lights, and I'm like, fuck.
Why didn't you outrun him? You were in a Toyota.
I almost did. I
Yeah.
swear to God. I went up to the fucking...
happening. We're riding away.
So I drive up, when I'm wearing a High Time shirt with a bag of weed in my pocket.
Nuh-uh.
And I got a half a gallon of Canadian's Finest behind the seat. I pull up to the fence. Cops like jumping over the fence. Comes up, and I start putting in reverse. I'm backing up like I'm going to go. And he's going like this. No, don't do it. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
You're like, I
That's
got
a
this,
felony.
dude. Just move.
It's a,
I'm like,
it's a felony if you don't at this
Yeah.
point.
Get out
I'm
of the
like,
way,
you know what?
cop.
It's-
I got this.
It's 7 a.m. I'll drive up to you. I'll do you a solid.
I'm just trying to leave,
Because you're on the other side of the fence. So I could still drive away at this point. So I like fucking, yeah, you got me. He's like, what happened? I'm like, I went a little faster around the roundabout. He's like, you been drinking? Yep.
Sure have.
Last night, a lot. And he was like, yeah, I can smell it. And I'm like, I'm sure you can.
Yeah,
So-
I'm sure the moon can smell
Yeah.
it right now.
So 2 other officers show up. He gets me out. We do the whole
2
sobriety.
cops show up and it's never
And I'm
good.
like, here we go. We're getting matching handcuffs, and yeah, let's do it. So it's taken a while. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Come on. What are you, just making me suffer? And I'm like, he's like, I could take you to jail. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, but I'm not. I'm like, well, God bless
Love
you.
that cop.
And he's like, yeah, we're not going to do that. He's like, can you drive? And I'm like, absolutely, dude.
Clearly, look where I parked.
I just passed the sobriety test. Look at the front of my truck.
You're like, take
Can
a
I
look at that
drive?
fence,
Look at all-
bud.
Don't look at that other corner. That was a Subaru.
Look at all the Subaru on the front of my
I
truck.
cleared that ditch.
Yes.
No problem.
Right? So then, then he goes to look at my cab, and he looks at the fucking jug, and he goes, is this open? And I'm like, they don't sell them half full, fucko.
That is my favorite part of that story.
Sorry. I
He'd
didn't mean to-
already cut you a fucking
Oh,
deal.
he did me a
He should have
solid.
punched you in the head and maced
he
you.
should have fucking ass raped me.
I would not have. Honestly, dude, I would not have punched Mike in the head.
No, shit, no. No, you were squirrely back in the
It
day.
was a little squirrely.
That was my favorite fucking part of that whole story.
So-
Don't sell them half full, fuck
So,
'em.
but it's not the only one that you typically don't filter when a cop pulls you over.
No.
And I say this because you're driving down Main Street through Meridian, Idaho,
Yeah,
and the fuzz, they pull you over.
sure.
Once again,
Sure.
once again,
As they do.
a half empty, half full, however you want to look at
Sure.
it. Big old
Some are
bottle of
half full,
whiskey.
some
Well,
are half empty.
you have to understand. Just to preface this, I don't mean to cut you off, but in those days, we thought we were fucking Pantera.
Yeah.
We were
No,
just.
we
we
thought
were
we
already
were bigger
signed.
than Pantera.
We didn't give a
We were
fuck.
already signed, and
Yeah,
I was
we-
like, some
we were
lawyer's
Led
going to get me
Zeppelin,
out.
dude.
We did whatever the fuck we wanted. Drove around with open containers.
Yeah.
Drugs streaked
I was like,
across our
talk to
face.
my lawyer, fucko.
So you get pulled over
Still kind of
on Main Street in Meridian, and they decide to search your truck, and they find an item behind the seat.
Yes, they did.
Was it
So-
a dildo?
Sort of.
That was underneath the seat because,
In your butt.
So they pull out this little
helps with the air
sawed off.
suspension.
The cops pull out this little sawed off fucking baseball bat
Yeah, that was the end of a pickaxe handle.
that Mike's got behind the fucking seat of his
Yeah.
truck.
We grew
now,
up tough. We carried around fucking whoppas,
That's
you
right.
know?
Now there's a cop on the driver's side, cop on the passenger. The driver's side cop pulls this thing out and looks at Mike and says, "Well, what is this?" And what did you say back to him there, Mikey?
That was partially true. So I was getting pulled over.
Okay.
And I knew it was a concealed weapon. So I pulled it out from behind the seat and I put it on the dash. So it
So
had
that
a-
it's in your hand when he walks to the
Yeah.
So
window.
you wanted to show the cops
Well,
you had a bonking stick.
I'll
I was
hit
like,
you with
could
this, you
get me-
fuck.
I was like, you might get me for a DUI. I doubt it. I was a professional. Not that much of a professional. But I thought I was. And I was like, you're not going to get me for a concealed weapon. Fuck you.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Not for an axe handle. But anyway, so
he
walks up.
grabs, said it was an axe handle.
It was pickaxe handle.
Grabs the
It had
axe
about
handle.
that much lead in the end of it.
Yep, and he looks at you and he says, "Well, what is this?" And what
I was
exactly
like, well,
did you say to him?
I was like, obviously you're not a golfer. And I said, you know what the fuck that is, officer? I said, that is an attitude adjuster. If some asshole wants to pull me out of my truck and have words, I'm going to fucking straighten that out real quick. And he goes, oh, and he looks at his partner like, can you believe what he just said? And his partner's laughing his fucking ass off.
So you got
And he
one
goes,
guy that's serious and the other guy's over there fucking laughing.
Yeah. It was like an episode of Reno 911. You got the cool guy and then the asshole.
The one cop was like,
Yeah.
oh,
he just fucking, ooh.
dunked on your
Yeah,
ass.
burn, bitch. So I
So
was like, yeah,
Fuck you, Meridian's finest.
yeah, God bless you.
I believe outside
Bless
of
your heart.
outside
Yeah,
of
God's
Curdo,
work. Yeah.
outside of Curdo, I believe you have more interaction with the fuzz than the rest of us.
Yeah.
And I would like to tell a little story, and it might be a little embarrassing for you because you'd been tuned up a bit, and your ex stepdaughter had run away from home,
Yeah.
and you found where she was.
Oh, yeah.
And this comes down to him and Pepper, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So
Great fucking tale.
I'm going to rewind, and I'm going to tell you this tale as Pepper told me.
You dipped it. Yep. Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember this one, but you tell.
Pepper walks into my old shop. Pepper.
God bless you.
Where is he?
God
Over
bless
there
you.
on the table.
There he is. So Pepper walks into my shop one day, and he's got his sunglasses on. He's inside the building, and I'm like,
I'm
like, how fucking cool are you, Corey Hart? You sunglasses on at fucking night, dude? And he's like, oh no, dude, they're my prescription. And I'm like, well, I'm aware, but why are you still wearing them inside?
Yeah.
So finally, I convince him to pull them off, and he's got a shiner, big old shiner.
I wanted to know who the fucking John Wayne was that could give Pepper a fucking shiner.
Well, here's how this tale goes.
We were a little inebriated.
He and Pepper had been drinking since like Monday, and this was a Saturday.
Yeah.
Just all
week.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they finally find where Kari. Is that the one that
Is
ran
that the
off?
one you
Maybe.
streaked? No.
No.
Different
No.
story. Okay.
So his stepdaughter runs away from home.
That's right.
They find where she is. Mikey calls this cat. The cat gets a little. Well, no, hold on.
A little mouthy.
Tracy calls first.
Yeah.
He gets mouthy with Tracy. Mike jumps on the phone to defend his girl's honor.
Yeah.
The guy flaps his fucking gums too much. Now, they're not having it. Pepper and Mikey aren't having it. So these two assholes say, we're going to go over to this guy's house and kick the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So they pour themselves into Mikey's fucking...
Drunk as fuck.
Oh, God. And they get in that little Toyota Tacoma, that little Sherman tank of a Tacoma.
Yeah, that fucker's still running.
Still running.
Like the Griswolds when it pulls out of the service shop by this point,
Yes.
though. That
They had
fucking...
a Christmas tree stuffed
They
up his
drive
head.
over to the dude's house. Mike goes up. They go up to his front porch, and Mikey gets up there, and you ghetto knock. You give him a little ghetto knock.
kick
You
the
fucking
fuck
kick
out of
the
the
fuck
door,
out of the
yeah.
door. The guy opens the door.
I'm surprised he didn't put a gun in my face, to be honest with you.
I'd have shot you if you kicked my
yeah,
door
I'd have
like
shot
that.
me.
Absolutely.
The
fine.
guy, opens the door,
Yeah.
sees Mike and Pepper there, ready to beat his fucking ass.
Just fuming.
Because
Oh, yeah.
he's
I'm not-
now harboring a runaway, dude. He's got the runaway.
I'm not very intimidating, but I'm sure he looked over at Pepper and was like,
So
Pepper had that cockeye from being drunk for 2 fucking weeks. Just fucking...
dude, so the guy pops the door open, and this is how Pepper tells the tale.
Okay.
The guy pops the door open, you mouth, and the guy goes
oh, yeah.
and fucking knocks you in the head.
Yeah.
Knocks
Right.
Mikey to the ground. So Pepper tells me he steps over Mike
Yeah.
to go fight this cat, and the guy goes ding
Yep.
and fucking rings Pepper's bell for him.
That was pretty close to close to it.
So Pepper like gets knocked in his eyeball, falls over Mike.
Ow, my eye hurts.
Next thing you know, these two cats are sitting on this guy's front porch having
Yeah.
beers with him.
Yeah.
Because
Sorry I came to your house like a
I was
dick,
like, you know what, I was-
dude.
the cops
Yeah.
Pull
right
up.
across the street.
they pull up to the house
Yeah.
because dude's wife calls the cops.
Also, because Mike was there, they just followed Mike around constantly.
They pulled up.
They had a
They
GPS
pulled up
on.
and they're looking. They're like, "Everything okay?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, everything's good, man." And they drive off. So these dudes come to the house to kill the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He punches
fucking-
them both
So-
in the face,
So Pepper was pretty
then
close.
gives them beers.
He was pretty close. So how it went down, you're right about the
Oh,
kick.
fuck, there's a
I
different
almost
side of the
kicked through
story.
the fucking
Okay.
door in.
All right.
And the dude opens the door like he just came out of his sleep, right? He's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just talked to you an hour ago, tough guy." and then
I'm here to kick your fucking ass,
yeah.
tough guy.
And then next thing I know, I got a knuckle sandwich in the nose. And I was like, "Yeah, I should have seen that coming." Like, what am I
Did you
new?
just call it a knuckle
Yeah,
sandwich?
knuckle sandwich, just bink. And he
Fuck
breaks
yeah.
my fucking nose. I don't remember
That's
going
right,
to the
no,
ground,
he
but I may
fucked more
have.
shit up,
Oh, dude,
just-
I backed up and I was dazed. I wasn't doing
No, you
shit.
get hit in the nose, you're done fighting.
I was
it
just
fucks
yep.
you all up.
I had to
Fucks
take a
you all
minute.
up.
So then next thing
crying.
I see is dude's got Pepper like this. Pepper's got his prescription glasses on. He's getting fucking rocked. And I'm like, oh, goddamn. What are you doing? So I go back in for another fucking round. I'm like, okay, I got my wits about me. I'm coming back in for you, Pepper. Tapping him like a fucking old, WWE shit. And then I look over and here's dude's wife and his little daughter comes out. And it just shut me down. I was like, oh, fuck.
yeah.
I am so sorry.
I can't fucking cut you.
Oh
in
my
half
god,
in
I'm so
front of your
sorry.
kid.
And then dude looks and he goes, he's still like kind of edgy, like
He's all fucking
oh
ready,
fuck,
dude.
oh my god, are you? And I'm like, no, I'm so
We're done.
sorry.
We're
I'm
fucking done.
I'm so done. I look over, I see the cops, and he goes, you want a beer and a napkin for your fucking face? And I'm like, yeah, I would love
I'll
one.
take one of those,
I would
please.
love
Yeah.
one. Thank you. That's way more generous than you
Other
needed
than
to do.
harboring a fucking runaway, I would really like to buy this fucking guy a
Right?
beer.
God bless you wherever you are. You're a
Yeah.
hell of a guy. Could have went a lot further.
You know, and
tell
honestly,
you-
for a while there, you and Pepper, dude, got into a lot of shit.
Yeah, we
Together.
did. Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
well, Pepper had that effect on people.
He really did.
yeah.
And Pepper had been unemployed because all the downturn in the market and all that shit back in 08.
2016 when the market fucking
No, way
collapsed.
back 08, dude. This is
08,
way back.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and fucking, so you guys had nothing to do but sit around the house and fucking drink beer
Yeah,
and do all the shit you were going to do.
yeah.
And it was right about that time Lou and Audrey were getting married. And it was Audrey's fucking bachelorette party at your house.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So we all show up. We all show up back to Mikey's house, and they're like, "We got a streak."
Got to
So
freak
it's
the
it's
bachelorette
Pepper,
party, yeah.
It's Pepper, Mikey, and
Now,
myself.
Pepper had no problem ever
Oh,
just
no.
pulling that dick out,
Yeah,
dude.
no.
Just
Dude, if I
At
looked
the
like
bank,
that, I
I
wouldn't
was a
even
little-
own pants.
at
Yeah.
the bank, if you turned to him, it's like,
Right?
show the teller your dick.
He's
He
just like, which
Okay.
angle would you like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just like pull it up a little bit. Hold on, let me get it out of my
Do you want
sock.
to see
Yeah.
the main vein or just the little vein?
yeah, look
Yeah.
at one of
What do
my
you want?
balls.
Yeah.
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 So we go into the garage. At all the gals are sitting on your back patio.
Yeah.
So we go in the garage. There's a door that sneaks out from the side of the garage to the backyard. So we go out. These two fucks are like, let's streak. And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing
And
it,
it
dude.
wasn't
I'm
warm weather, by
No,
the way.
no.
Just so justifications.
Oh, fuck.
I typically look like I'm always getting out of a
Yeah.
cold pool
Yeah.
anyway.
You have
So-
a tiny penis.
Tiny
Yeah.
itty bitty little fucker.
I'm hung like a light switch, so yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I'm
Me
hung,
too, bud.
I'm hung like a button on a fur coat.
Yeah, like an elevator button.
Yeah.
So we walk out to the side of the house, and you two fucks were obviously loaded.
Oh, yeah.
I'd been driving, so I
Nuh-uh.
wasn't as loaded. And
Horse shit.
horse shit. So we go out the side, and you guys strip down.
Yeah.
Now, you sprinted
I did.
across the backyard, and
I
then
was going for effect.
Pepper, yeah, which we're going to that next.
Okay.
Pepper does his John Wayne stroll
he just
across
strolled.
the backyard.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
oh.
he had the coolest
I
fucking
heard there was
shoulder
a
up.
party going on over here.
Everybody
but-
look at my pecker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's smiling. At me.
Anybody know where the weight room is?
Yeah, and that was his dick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with his dick. Hey,
Yeah.
man, anybody know what time it is? I thought the clock was on that wall.
I'm gonna have a Cheeto, but my dick's
Yeah,
gonna have
dude.
that cheeseburger.
He would literally eat Cheetos with the fucking thing. He'd be like, he would eat your Cheetos with the fucking
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
From 4 feet away.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
So we get to the other side of the yard. We get to the other side of the yard, and now
Pepper had a big dick. That's
Well,
all
we
I'm
had to
saying.
go back to get our
you
clothes.
looked terrified,
I
Mikey,
did, I
because
was.
you're like, "Fuck, I gotta go back."
I know. I didn't think it through. I was like, oh yeah, once is fun.
So
Oh,
now,
shit. Fuck.
now you kick it into fucking high
Oh
gear,
yeah, I was
bro.
running from the cops.
And you're leaving a wake
Yeah.
through the grass, dude, like
Uh-huh.
beer rooster tail,
Like a fucking
across the
sonic
backyard. I'm relatively sure Pepper stopped and talked to everybody.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Made him a ham sandwich while he
Made
was
him,
there.
yeah, can I make you guys some tri-tip?
Yeah.
So we
Why don't you
get
try
back.
this tip?
We get back to the other side. you guys start getting dressed again, and you are struggling
Yeah.
getting the shirt on that you're trying to put on.
Okay.
And it's
Fucking remember.
it's Pepper's Chonies.
Oh, I don't
You're
remember
trying to
that.
put Pepper's fucking boxers on as a t-shirt.
Hey, it was
You're
dark.
like, this fucking t-shirt smells
You
like
know what?
peckers and buttholes, dude. What?
I don't remember shitting in my shirt.
Why the fuck? Oh, why is there butthole hairs in my shirt?
I don't remember that at all.
So
But I'm glad you told me about it.
God, I am so glad I just remembered that
so
shit.
this goes into the next story.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have to call it after this. We're getting
All right,
close
Yeah,
to
we got to
time,
pinch
but
this sumbitch off.
One of my favorite stories, and even my
Can I have a
lovely,
cocktail?
lovely, lovely fucking girlfriend Nicole has heard this. Jeremy and I and our exes come down to Salt Lake to visit you because you had moved there.
Yeah.
Now we are going to the Corrosion concert. They're
yeah.
playing with Weed Eater, Alabama Thunder Pussy,
fuck yeah, it
Fu
was a great
Manchu.
show.
Killer show, right?
Yeah.
Well, the night before the show, we're sitting on your back patio, us three boys
Salt Lake City.
in Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake fucking
SLC.
City.
And us three are sitting back there, and we're listening to Book of Shadows by fucking Black Label Society, Zach Wild,
I
right?
was really going to give him the beans.
And we're having a great time.
Yeah.
So we
Get it,
are
get
sitting
it.
on the back porch, fucking having a good job, bud. And we're just fucking loving it. And you're sitting in this chair, and you're looking at Jeremy and I, and we find this fucking baseball helmet.
What? Where the fuck did we find a baseball helmet?
It's
Aubrey's-
sitting. It was Aubrey's
Aubrey's
fucking
softball
softball helmet.
Oh, memory unlocked.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's
right. Don't you love that?
and it's sitting right here. It's sitting right here on the back fucking porch.
I remember.
And I'm like, Mikey, put that fucking helmet on
Yeah.
and go do the bunny hop through the backyard.
Yeah.
So he picks
Wait, you
this
have
helmet
to
up, and
What's
it was
the bunny hop, Justin?
that's when you pull your pants down and you jump.
With your penis
Like
flopping
your
against
penis
your
is
thighs.
butter.
You
Yeah.
fucking boing, boing,
Yeah.
boing.
Back in those days, we had no problem showing our penises.
No,
We
no.
Now I don't want anyone to see it. I'm ashamed.
No, I'm ashamed of my own penis. I don't even want to see it.
I don't even want to see my shadow of it.
No. Yours leaves a shadow? You fucking show
Wow,
off.
must be nice.
Well,
Jeez.
too much information apparently.
So we're all sitting on the fucking patio.
Uh,
You grab this helmet and you pick it up, and all these fucking earwigs
I
fall
remember.
out of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he just looks at us, dude, just stone cold face, dude, and he taps these fucking earwigs out.
Slaps it
It's the
right
first
on his
earwig
that.
I've seen.
And
What the fuck?
you put the fucking helmet on. You walk down the stairs from this porch out into your backyard in the most like Mormon community you could live in,
It was literally right down from the temple.
and you drop trowel all the way down to your ankles, and you look at us like we fucking lost something, dude. Like,
We did.
Yeah.
and we're just staring at you, dude. And
Our innocence.
the moon is out, dude.
Right.
Your schlinger's shining in the light.
It was beautiful.
You got this
Beautiful.
helmet on to protect you in case of an accident.
Of course. Of
From
course.
the schlinger.
Yeah, when your pants are around your ankles, you try to hop, dude. You could
Yeah.
fall.
You could.
And you
penis.
start hopping, dude, and it's like, and you all the way across
Did I
the
have good
backyard,
rhythm?
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. You're a
I mean,
drummer.
for a drummer, you did pretty goddamn
You did all
good.
right.
Thank you.
And it's flying across the yard, and Jeremy and I are falling the fuck out
Yeah,
laughing.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because your dick's flying around everywhere, dude, out in the
Right.
backyard.
A lot of these stories end with people having their dicks out. Have you noticed this?
Well, welcome to Blacktooth, bud.
Pull your dick out.
Pull your dick. No,
Not right now. We'll get demonetized.
No.
no, we don't have that kind of channel built yet.
I got an OnlyFans for this going.
Yeah. That's a subscription base.
It's where we talk for 57 minutes about literally fucking nothing, and then I just pull my dick out and stare into the camera.
Thanks for the $5.
Thanks for the $5.
But goddamn it, Mikey.
Mikey,
I'm
we have
so
had a fucking blast
happy
having
to
you
be
here.
man.
Thank you so
Cheers.
much for inviting
Cheers,
me, dude.
Oh,
Cheers.
shit. What a fun story fucking going
Fuck
back
yeah.
to the old days.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you think any more, dude, and you want to come up and fucking hang out again, or
Oh,
you
yeah,
want
dude.
us to come down and fuck
I
your town up, dude,
I
we'll-
think we're going to come to your
I think you
town.
should. I
You
think
got
you should.
bars in your town?
A few.
Is there anywhere near we could play a gig?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
A
we're
few.
staying at your house and we're fucking playing shows.
There you go.
sounds good.
I just made that a plan.
When? October?
Anytime you want.
I don't know. I got a couple weeks off. Let's do it right now. Get your shit.
All right.
Mikey, we fucking love you, brother.
Love you
We're
too, brother.
following you back down. Hyatt, what are
Let's
you
do
doing?
it.
We're going
Everybody
down.
get in the van. Everybody
We're
get in
going.
the fucking van.
Your
We're going.
van
The
is
weird thing
blowing
is, though, you got to pull your dick out to get in the van. It's weird.
I have
You're
to
telling me.
I have to put my dick back in to get in the
Hold
van.
on, before we go.
Go talk about
Before
the
we
van
go, the fucking band van.
God bless
So
him.
I got you and Lou in the back.
Talk about
Very
Kentucky Fried
first
Chicken.
when we got the fucking band van going. And we pull up to fucking Walmart or wherever we were going before we got the chicken.
You went to fucking Walmart to get 29 cans of spray paint for that
That's
fucking
right,
shit,
yeah.
that shit
and
box.
and Mike's back behind that little grate between
Yeah, it
the
still
front
had the
seats.
headache rack
It still
in
had
it.
all that.
Yep.
I
And
felt
Mike's all,
comfortable
get
behind the
me out of here.
We didn't
so
give a
good.
fuck, man. We would go to places
Still
like
don't.
that just to embarrass each other.
Yep.
And never did. We would just laugh at you.
Do you remember what I said to the lady at KFC when
Yes.
she didn't have crispy?
You
Yes.
said fucking this. She said to you,
Would you like original or extra tasty crispy?
and you said, well, I'd like extra tasty crispy. To which she replied,
We don't have any crispy.
To which he replied, then why the fuck did you ask me?
the fuck you asked me for, princess?
There it is.
Well, goddamn,
True
keep
stories.
doing what you're doing.
Love you, boys.
Oh,
Music
love you,
and
boys.
mayhem,
Music
man.
and mayhem.
Mikey fucking Carl, dude. Thank you for being here.
I'm fucking piece of pepperoni pizza.
Pizza, pepperoni, pizza. I am Steve
Steve Jablonski.
Jablonski.
You fucking Polak. I'll fucking kill you. I don't think you can say, like, it doesn't, no, you
It's
can say
okay.
Polak, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
We
Polish
can.
people. What do you want to do? You don't have the internet. You couldn't figure it out if you did, anyways.
Yeah, I'm Ivan McNorkin Shorts.
This has been Music and Mayhem, and I fucking love you, Jesus. Always fucking have, always will.
Are you ready?
Wait, yes?
Fuck off. Mike, what's your porno name before we go?
Dick Jabs.
Thanks, buddy. Love you. Music and Mayhem.
Wait, you didn't ask me what mine was.
What's yours?
Buster Pelvis.
Oh, mine's Peter Fitzwell.
Okay, see you later, boys.